Welcome to another enlightening podcast from Be Awake, Aware, Alive.com, where we question everything. The Grabovoi Codes, Shortcuts to Everything. The book that uncovers the truth behind the viral manifestation phenomenon. By the Be Awake, Aware, Alive.com team. If you have spent any time on spiritual TikTok or Pinterest in the last couple of years, you have almost certainly come across Grabovoi codes. These sequences of numbers, sometimes called radionic codes, are claimed to carry specific vibrational frequencies that can attract money, clear skin, your dream home, or even your soulmate. Millions of TikTok users trace these number sequences onto their wrists like charm bracelets, believing 5207418 will drop an unexpected influx of cash their way, and 318798 will conjure a superfluity of affluence and plenty. They call them cheat codes to the universe with reverence, as if invoking an ancient wisdom. But what exactly are these mysterious sequences? Where did they come from? And do they actually work? The answer is far more complex and far more fascinating than a simple yes or no. And that is precisely why the Grabovoi Codes, Shortcuts to Everything was written. The shocking origin story. Here is the thing about shortcuts. They almost always have a backstory. And the backstory of the Grabovoi Codes is one of the most controversial, complicated, and frankly unsettling tales you will ever encounter in the world of self-help and manifestation. The codes were invented by a man named Grigory Petrovich Grabovoi, a Russian mathematician turned self-proclaimed psychic who claimed he could heal cancer, teleport, repair machinery remotely, and even resurrect the dead. In 2004, he publicly offered to resurrect the children who had been killed in the Beslan school siege, one of the most devastating terrorist attacks in Russian history. He charged grieving parents approximately $1,200 per child. In 2008, a Moscow court convicted Grabovoi on 11 counts of fraud. He was sentenced to prison for exploiting vulnerable people with impossible promises. He now lives in Serbia, from where he continues to promote his Universe Hacking Codes project. This is the origin of the numbers you are being told to write on your wrist and sleep with under your pillow. Does that mean the codes are worthless? Not necessarily, but it does mean that any value they have comes from somewhere other than their alleged supernatural properties. What this book offers. The Grabovoi Codes, Shortcuts to Everything, is not just another collection of number lists copied from social media. Written by an expert manifestor, life coach, and communications expert, this book takes you beyond the TikTok hype to reveal the full story. It traces the shocking origins of the codes, examines the claims, the psychology, and the controversy behind these mysterious numbers, and empowers you to use them wisely, responsibly, and effectively. But this is not just a book of theory. Inside, you will find a comprehensive, accurately sourced directory of codes for every area of life, health, wealth, love, protection, and personal growth, alongside clear, step-by-step instructions on how to use them. Inside the book is structured in 3 parts. Part 1, Laying the Foundation, explores the genesis of the codes, the theory of numerical vibration, and a practical user manual that teaches you how to activate the codes through visualization, pronunciation, and writing. You will learn about the sphere technique, a powerful visualization method that combines breath work and spatial awareness to deepen your practice. You will discover how to build a simple, sustainable daily routine that takes less than 10 minutes, but can transform your focus and intention. Part 2, the comprehensive directory, is the actual sequences of numbers you can use right now. You will find codes for physical healing, like 918214 for pain relief, emotional balance, like 5142485838 for stress relief, financial abundance, like 7063854425 for business success, relationships, like 285555901 for family harmony, and protection and personal growth, like 4812412 for confidence and self-belief. Part 3, Integration and Conclusion, shows you how to combine codes for maximum effect, addresses the science and placebo effect, and looks at the future of this fascinating phenomenon. You will learn the functional approach to combination. Stabilize, decrease, repair, amplify, accelerate. You will understand how the codes work through mechanisms of focus, attention, and belief, not through any inherent power in the numbers themselves. What makes this book different? What makes this book different is its honesty. It does not promise miracles. It does not pretend the codes are a substitute for medical care, therapy, or financial planning. It presents the codes as tools for focus, intention, and ritual, nothing more, nothing less. It explains that the codes work, when they work, through mechanisms of attention, belief, and the placebo effect. It acknowledges that the creator of the codes was convicted of fraud for exploiting grieving families. It tells you the truth about the lack of scientific evidence. And it empowers you to use the codes wisely, responsibly, and effectively. This 12-chapter, 94-page book also addresses the real-world applications of the codes. It provides practical frameworks for working with health codes alongside medical care, wealth codes alongside financial planning, and relationship codes alongside therapy and communication. It gives you the tools to create your own combinations, to troubleshoot when you do not see results, and to maintain a sustainable practice for the long term. Who this book is for? Whether you are a curious skeptic, a devoted practitioner, or someone who has never heard of the codes before, this book offers something valuable. For the skeptic, it provides a critical, evidence-based examination of the phenomenon. For the practitioner, it offers a comprehensive, accurately sourced directory and advanced techniques for combining codes. For the newcomer, it provides a clear, accessible introduction that separates fact from fiction. The bottom line: the codes are just the tool. You are the shortcut. Discover how to use them wisely, responsibly, and effectively, and transform your life from the inside out. The Grabovoi codes, shortcuts to everything, cuts the noise, avoids the hype, and gives you a direct, professional resource you can actually rely on. It is the definitive guide to one of the most controversial and viral manifestation phenomena of our time. Grab your copy today from our online shop and start manifesting the life you deserve. Disclaimer: the Grabovoi codes are for informational and educational purposes only. They are not a substitute for professional medical, psychological, or financial advice. Always consult qualified professionals for health concerns, mental health issues, and financial decisions. Don't forget to sign up to our mailing list, follow our social channels, donate if you're able, and question everything, with more free blogs and life-changing books at beawakeawarealive.com. Thanks for listening to another enlightening podcast from beawakeawarealive.com, where we question everything.